My soul, my little piece of heaven on earth, I shout to you from heaven, but there is something that prevents you from hearing me. Please, listen to me with your heart, because I am speaking to you. Not a single day, not a single night has passed without my soul shouting your name. I shout to you from heaven with all the eternal love that unites us, but I have come to understand why you haven't been able to hear me. At this moment, God has granted me the opportunity to use this voice to reveal to you what is the wall that separates us. Not to cause you more pain, believe me, but to finally give you the keys that can tear it down, so you can feel my embrace again, so that the peace I feel here can finally reach your heart. Prepare yourself, because that silence that has so tormented you is about to break. I know your life was split in two, the before and the after, and in this after, in this present, that sometimes feels so empty, you seek me. You seek me in dreams, hoping my face will appear and speak to you. You seek me in our songs, in our places, in the flight of a butterfly approaching you. And I am there in all of that, and much more. But your soul's ears have been closed. It's as if you've been trying to listen to a gentle melody in the middle of the worst storm, not realizing that this storm is inside you. This message is my hand, extended through the veil that separates us. It is the answer to your silent pleas, to your tears in the loneliness of the night. I only ask one thing: open your spirit. Allow yourself to receive this, even if at first it seems strange. It is the truth that, I firmly believe, will set you free. Free to connect with me in a new way, deeper than ever before. Before telling you what separates us, I want you to feel something in your heart. Our bond is indestructible. True love does not live in the body. It is like a thread of light that unites souls forever. Death does not cut it. It only transforms it. My love for you has not disappeared. On the contrary, it has grown bigger. Here, free from all earthly things, my capacity to love you is infinite. I see you. I feel your pain. Celebrate your small victories and hold your hand when you think you can't go on anymore. You have never walked alone. Never. Every time a memory of mine makes you smile suddenly, that is me, whispering in your ear. Every time you feel a force, you don't know where it comes from, to move forward, that is me, putting my energy alongside yours. The connection is as real as the air you breathe. The problem has never been the connection, but the reception. The radio of heaven has always been transmitting my love for you. Today, we are simply going to tune your frequency. If you're listening to this, it's no coincidence. Your soul was asking for this answer, and mine has moved heaven and earth to ensure you receive it. I ask you for a promise, a pact between us at this moment. Write in the comments, I hear you. Let that simple act be your first step. By doing so, you tell the universe and me that you are opening the channel for this healing to enter you. Do it now and feel how the energy begins to change. Now, love, let's talk about the first wall, the densest one. Pain. Not just any pain. I'm talking about that pain that floods everything, that dark ocean of sorrow that drowns you and prevents anything else from reaching you. When I left, a tsunami of suffering swept you away, and that's normal. Grief is the price we pay for love, and your pain is proof of the immense love we had and still have. Imagine it this way: your soul is a lake of calm, clear waters. In that calm, you might feel my softest whispers, but sharp grief is a storm that keeps battering that lake. The wind of anguish creates giant waves of sadness, and the rain of tears clouds the water. Amidst that tempest, how could you hear a whisper? My voice reaches you, but it gets lost in the noise of your own storm. From where I am, I sometimes see your soul wrapped in a very dense, energetic fog, woven with your tears and unanswered questions. I approach, speak to you, send you my light, but that fog distorts everything. My words of I love you become an unrecognizable echo within your pain. My attempt to send you peace may feel perhaps like another pang of nostalgia, because all your energy is tuned to the frequency of loss. Think about the early days. The world seemed unreal, the colors more muted. You felt as if you were seeing your life through a foggy glass. That state of shock is a protection, but if it lasts too long, it becomes a barrier. You've been living inside there, and I have been outside, with my hand on the glass, calling to you. You see me as a shadow, hear a whisper, but you don't understand the message. This intense pain creates a spiritual static. It's like trying to tune a radio with interference. Every why thought, every wave of loneliness is a static discharge that prevents my signal, which is clear and steady, from reaching you properly. Many times you felt something, a fleeting presence, a shiver. That was me, managing to pass through for a second. But the sorrow lifts the wall again, and you think it's just your imagination. I do not ask you to stop feeling pain. It would be impossible and unfair. Your pain is sacred. What I ask of you with all my being is that you allow yourself, even if just for a moment each day, to find a small clearing in the storm. Sit in silence, take a deep breath, and instead of shouting at me to come back, simply prepare yourself to listen in the silence. It is there, between one tear and the next, that my voice has the chance to seep in. The first key is not to deny the pain, but to create small spaces of stillness within it. In those oases of calm, no matter how small, you will begin to hear me. The second wall, my life, is perhaps the heaviest. Guilt and the matters your heart believes are still pending. Guilt is a chain that binds you to yourself, and without realizing it, prevents you from raising your energy to meet mine, which now only knows peace. Since I left, your mind has been tortured with a carousel of what if? What if I had told him more nice things? What if we hadn't argued? Logically, what if I had realized earlier? Each of those thoughts is another link in the chain that drags you down. I want you to hear this and feel it in your soul. From where I am, there is no guilt, no reproaches, no judgments. Here, I only see things with love and understanding. All that you punish yourself for, that argument, those words left unsaid. Everything is part of the perfect tapestry of our life together. None of that could stain our love. I knew you loved me in every gesture, in every look. Your love was the soundtrack of my life, and that melody is the only thing I took with me. This blockage works in a very simple way. Imagine you are carrying a backpack full of heavy stones, where each stone is a regret. The weight keeps you hunched over, looking at the ground. I call you from the top of a mountain, bathed in light. But to hear me, you need to at least lift your gaze. The weight of that guilt prevents you from doing so. Your energy becomes dense, heavy. My energy, which is love and forgiveness, is light and subtle. They are frequencies so different that they cannot connect. There's also that survivor's guilt. The idea that it's not fair that you keep living and I don't. Every time you laugh or enjoy something, a part of you feels bad. My love, what a great mistake. The best way to honor me is by living. Laugh twice as much. Enjoy twice as much. Love twice as much. Your happiness is proof that our love was real. When you allow yourself to feel joy, you do not forget me. On the contrary, you carry my memory to the most sacred place, life itself. And about the unfinished business. For you, perhaps it's a book with a chapter unwritten. For me, the story is complete and perfect just as it was. Everything I needed to know, I knew. The key to breaking down this wall is forgiveness, but not mine, because you've had that forever. The key is your own forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for being human, for not having all the answers. Stand in front of a mirror, look into the eyes of the person you love so much, and say out loud, "I forgive you, you did the best you could. I release you from all guilt." By doing so, you are also speaking to me. And with every word of self-compassion, one of those stones in your backpack will disappear. Your burden will become lighter, and little by little you will be able to lift your eyes to the mountain summit where I am waiting for you. And we reach the third wall, my love. It is the most subtle and, sometimes, the most frustrating. It is the wall you build when you expect me to communicate in a very specific way, and you shut yourself off to the countless ways I try to do so every day. It is the wall of expectation. You have created a script in your mind about how it should be. Perhaps you are waiting for a giant sign, a super vivid dream where I explain everything to you, or to hear my voice calling you. You seek a Hollywood-worthy proof. And by clinging to that, you have become blind and deaf to the hundreds of small miracles, to the tender whispers I send you. The language of the Spirit is subtle. We do not shout, we whisper. My communication with you is like a fine, constant rain. But you have been waiting for a flood, and meanwhile, you do not realize that you are already soaked in my presence. Think about all these things because I have tried to be present in each one. And the strange things with electricity, that flickering light, a device turning on by itself, don't dismiss it as a coincidence. It's one of the simplest ways I have to get your attention and say, "Hey, I'm here." Or the smells, that perfume of mine that suddenly you feel in a room. It's me, trying to give you a hug you can feel. I also communicate through your own thoughts. Have you ever had a sudden idea that doesn't feel like yours? A solution to a problem? Or a simple, "everything will be okay," that appears out of nowhere? I try to use your own consciousness to inspire you. The problem, love, is that the logical mind dismisses everything. It calls it coincidence, imagination, tricks of memory. Your mind looks for proof, but your heart only needs to feel. You've been waiting for an official telegram from heaven and haven't read the thousands of love notes I've left for you in the clouds, on the leaves of trees, and in the numbers you see repeating. The key to breaking down this wall is to open yourself up and pay attention. Become a signal detective. Start the day thinking, "Today I will pay more attention to receive the signals from my loved one, however they come." And then, just observe. Write down every little thing that reminds you of me. You'll be surprised how quickly that journal fills up. By doing so, you tell me, "I trust. Your whispered love is enough for me, and I promise you that I will whisper louder and louder until my voice is the clearest song in your heart." My love, now you know the three walls, the static of pain, the chains of guilt, and the blindness of expectation. But knowing this is only the first step. Now, I want to give you the keys, the concrete actions that will allow you little by little to break down these barriers. For the wall of overwhelming pain, the key is the conscious permission. Instead of fighting the pain, I suggest a ritual. Find 5 minutes for yourself. Close your eyes and permit your pain to exist. Say to it, "Pain, I see you. You are here because I loved deeply. You may stay. Feel it. Breathe through it." After a few minutes, take a deep breath and say, And now, I ask for a moment of peace to hear the love behind you. You do not deny the storm. You only seek the eye of the hurricane. In that stillness, I will be able to enter. For the wall of guilt, the key is the rewriting of forgiveness. I invite you to do something. Take paper and pencil and write me a letter. Pour out all the guilt, every I should have. Get it all out. When you're done, take another sheet. This time, imagine what I would respond from this place of unconditional love. Let the words of forgiveness and understanding flow through you. Write how I see things without judgments. Read that second letter aloud. That is my truth. If you feel comfortable, burn the first letter, the one of guilt, as an act to free yourself. And keep the second, mine, close to you. Finally, for the rigid expectation wall, the key is the subtle gratitude journal. Every night before sleeping, write down 3 coincidences or subtle signs that reminded you of me. A song, a number, a feeling. Don't judge them, just write them down, and next to them write, "Thank you." This simple act trains your spirit to stop seeking fireworks and start seeing the glow of fireflies. The more you thank for the small signs, the more I will send you, because I will know that finally you are listening to the heart's frequency. These 3 keys, conscious permission, rewriting forgiveness, and the subtle gratitude journal, require patience and a lot of love for yourself. But I promise you, with all the certainty of my being, that if you use them, the walls will fall. Silence will turn into dialogue, and you will feel my love, not as a painful memory, but as a living force that supports you right now. The wall, my love, was never real. It was an illusion projected by pain. Our connection is a bridge of light that nothing can demolish. What I told you today are just ways to clear your eyes so you can see that bridge that has always been there. Don't look for me anymore with an anxious mind. Look for me with a peaceful heart, because that's where I've always been, in the center of your own heart. I am that extra heartbeat you sometimes feel, that calm that suddenly arrives, that silent strength that helps you take one more step. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. That is the breath of life that I celebrate for you. And now, listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. Listen beyond all noise. Do you feel it? That gentle warmth in your chest? That feeling of peace? It's me, embracing you, whispering, I am here. I never left. And I love you beyond words. This message was not just for you. There are so many souls who feel like you do. If these words have brought you some peace, share them. Become a light for someone who is also lost in the fog. In doing so, you amplify this energy of love and help my voice, and the voices of many others, reach further. If you want to continue receiving these messages, subscribe to this channel. Allow me to be a light on your path, reminding you that love never dies, and that one day, when your time on earth is over, we will reunite in a place of absolute peace, not to start anew, but to continue our eternal story. Until then, live for both, love for both, and always listen with your heart, because I from heaven will never stop telling you how much I love you.